Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It is Friday. Happy Friday, everybody, the 25th of July. And this is our weekly recap. It goes out there for free. If you'd like to join us in our live trading room, feel free here to come over to smartoptiontrading.com. I'll put a link in the description below. Click on live trading alerts, and you can join us here on our Discord and Zoom room on Friday morning. So let's talk about this week. And this market just wants to go up, right? It's shrugging off everything going on. The SPY new all-time highs on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, right? It looked a little weak here on Monday and Tuesday and just said nope, and right back up we went. We had some earnings this week. They were overall mixed. In fact, earnings, in my opinion, so far haven't been great, but Google was, and that's all that mattered right now this week. Um, the tariff situation is coming into clarity as we're getting deals done. There may or may not be a deal done with Japan, depending upon which side you ask, but it looks like it's close enough. And the EU, it looks like they may be getting together to work on a deal this week, and things are coming together. We're going to go into next week, and the next week is going to be an extremely busy week. So, next week's probably the busiest, the busiest week we're going to have for the rest of the summer. First of all, we have earnings next week. All the Mag 7, but Google and Tesla report. You have names like Boeing in there, and Caterpillar, and Starbucks, and Chevron and Exxon Mobil. I mean, it's just Hood is in there, MSTR. It's just huge amount of earnings coming in next week. So you're going to get a really good feel of how AI trades going and the cloud's doing going there. We have the Fed on Wednesday afternoon with their decision. No rate cut is expected, but we'll see if they say anything about future rate cuts. And then we have just a lot of data. We have GDP is in there. We have PCE. We have jobs data going through next Friday. So busy week coming up on tap. All right. So the SPY all-time highs here. It's just about 2 o'clock here, 2 hours to go. I'm cutting it early. Q's all-time highs. The Dow just off of it. IWM not so much. The financials, XLF new all-time high today. JP Morgan did that yesterday. Goldman finally got it here today. And in general, the banks continue to hold in really, really well. All right. So those are holding really nicely. Energy, there's not much going on, remains mostly weak and out of play. The semis put a new all-time high in last week, haven't gotten back there this week. Intel, boy, was that a bad report. I mean, trying to give the new CEO some leg room here, but that was just an ugly report. And, other than Taiwan Semi, which had a fabulous report, none of these chip makers that have reported yet have had good guidance there. But that said, NVIDIA, new all-time high today. AMD breaking higher today, 167, 750, my next target. Their earnings are 2 weeks off. Avgo, all-time highs today. Micron is not participating. Qualcomm not doing much, so you see kind of mixed action there. In the software space, ServiceNow had what looked like a good report and guidance, but it's been selling off ever since the open yesterday. Palantir, new all-time highs today. And, we'll wait to see some more action in these. The crypto space, Coin, been sleeping, not doing much, but Hood woke back up today. Nice move there. And looks like it's trying to break back to the upside, holding in well. Not to be left out, Bull, also another broker in there. Nice little push back up, holding in really well. Microsoft, new all-time highs just now. Woke up late this afternoon going into earnings on Wednesday. Amazon had a breakout candle yesterday and just kind of hanging today ahead of earnings on Thursday. My mouse was covering that up. Meta trade breaking to the 720 area here ahead of earnings next week. I'm sitting in some Google calls for August. I like the report. I'm not sure why it doesn't want to go. It has more gap to fill. All-time highs are 207. To me, that's the type of report that should get it to all-time highs. I'm not sure what's going on there. We traded a lot of these names. We traded Google this week, Apple, Meta, even traded GME calls this week, right? GME couldn't break out. Apple earnings on Thursday is just sideways. Tesla's having a nice day. You got a wedge pattern here that's developed. Tesla yesterday beaten up, taking a lot of that back today. On news we already knew, but it didn't matter. The market wanted to buy it. It bought it. I actually took 2 losses on Tesla today. I did not trade particularly well today, though I'm green thanks to some nice trades on Hood and Google and NVIDIA and Palantir and AMD. So just not my day overall. But you see the market's actually coming back. They're buying Tesla back. We'll see if it can break out. I still think it's in purgatory for a while, but we'll see how this plays out. Bottom line is we're still in a raging bull market, and people want to come in and say, it's going to come down. Yep, I'm cognizant that we should get a pullback sometime in the near future, but right now the market's saying no. And until the market pulls back, I'm not trying to do much in the way of shorting or play against it. I'm still in my longs. I'm still in Amazon. That's my heaviest position. I'm still in IBIT. I'm still sitting in some SPY, some Qs, small Snow, and some Apple, and still sitting in Ford as we go into next week. Wishing you all a wonderful weekend. A link in the description below, and I'll catch you guys in the room bright and early on Monday morning. I'm going to do some charts tomorrow for you as I'm out all day on Sunday.